And he said, let's try to reschedule, but this time let's meet in Thailand, because he was flying to the Hong Kong Film Festival at that time. It was the year 2015. He met Jackie Chan over there, and I think there's pictures from that event. And he said, from Hong Kong, I'm going to come to Phuket, and I'm going to meet you guys in Phuket, in Thailand, and then we can meet and talk and see maybe we can do this thing together. Of course, me as somebody who brought this whole thing up, that JC is going to be in that venture, I was a part of it also. I had a small percentage I was supposed to have. Okay. And we flew.
Hey guys, you're not going to believe what happened in Thailand, but there is actual video evidence, which I'll show later in this video, of course. I call this the real-life adventures of Jean-Claude Van Damme featuring his buddy Doron. Make sure to check out our previous video because we could kind of get an idea how did Doron even meet Van Damme and give you a little context on why are they even in Thailand together. Anyway, if you're into automotive stuff, make sure to check out Doron's YouTube channel, which I'll link in the description below. He's the #1 influencer in Israel as far as automotive-related things go. And this video, of course, we're going to talk about what happened in Thailand, and because Doron got to spend 2 weeks with Van Damme, he's going to describe how that experience is, but he's going to describe more like how Van Damme is as a person, just as the human, which is very interesting. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please help support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing, and sharing the video.
Like a few weeks later, we flew to Bangkok, and then we flew to Thailand, to Phuket. He told us, come to this hotel. It was crazy. I have never been in a hotel like that in my life. Like,
well, what do you mean? Like, what was it like?
He told us come to a hotel. His manager, her name was Kathy. It was her name. Very nice lady. She told us go to the Banyan Tree Hotel in Phuket. That's his favorite hotel to stay in while he's there. By the way, that's the hotel that they were in while filming The Quest.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, it goes way back with that hotel.
Yeah, so we went there, and we had a room waiting for us, and I come and I see like this huge villa, you know, all the bedrooms are like they're towards a pool, and the pool is facing the sea. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I was shocked. It was insane, you know.
Nice.
And I'm like, it's so unreal, you know, me sitting here walking, doing my stuff, and like a few weeks later, I'm in Thailand with this guy, meeting Kamel and JC, and I'm gonna be with JC for 2 weeks, trying to figure out that contract, you know, try to bring him in. And we were very afraid because he didn't come yet. He was still at the Hong Kong Film Festival. So me and Sunny, we were so, you know, we said, oh my God, if he's not going to show up again, that's a big mess for us, you know, that's a lot of money being spent. But he did show up, you know. He is a man of his word, you know. He really didn't feel good the first time.
Sure.
So he shows up. He shows up like a day or two later, and he knocks on our door, you know. We were in the same lot, we were room next to room. And finally, I see JC, you know, I see the man himself. He came dressed like Johnny Cage with a suit, you know, like top notch. You know, he came like a movie star, to be honest.
Sure.
And it was a very nice first meeting and experience to see him. My first impression of him, I see everything that you guys and everybody see of him on YouTube and everything. So I had a clue how he is, but you know, meeting him in real life, I was a little bit surprised because the guy is actually very, very intelligent, like extremely intelligent.
Okay.
Yeah, aside of the charisma that he has, which is very natural with him, and that's one of the reasons that I think that he became such a huge star.
Yeah, of course.
He's very intelligent in reading people. I saw that while he was dealing with Sunny, my friend, and the other people that were around. He scans a person on real time, and he knows exactly what this person is. And while I was understanding this, I understood how maybe he got along with Menachem Golan and how he got his way into, you know, this meeting and everything, because I know that in the 80s and 70s and all, at that time, a lot of people try to make it in that scene of martial arts and action stars.
Ton of guys.
tons of guys, right? A lot of
Mhm.
guys. And so we spent like 2 weeks with him. Very good first impression. Very nice guy. Very intelligent. We hang out. We went out we went to clubs and things and everything over there. It was a crazy time with him. The guy knows how to party, but very polite, very nice, very responsive with the audience. People who come to him to take photographs. He's all the time very extremely nice with people. I was very surprised to see it because I'm here. I'm hanging with a lot of celebrities in Israel
Mhm.
as part of my job. I used to, and these people they're tired of people coming to them all the time, wanting to take pictures and and
Sure.
and, and
Yeah, because you're filming.
Yeah,
But if that was off, I'd be whipping your ass up and down this street.
yeah, go. Now, what are you doing?
Hey, don't do that.
Don't do that again.
and he was so nice all the time. Extremely like accepting people, little kids, grown-up people. He has time for everybody, and he's very nice and very gentle, and he gives you a feeling of like he's coming looking to you in the eye in your height. He's not coming from above, and I really like
Yeah,
it
so he
about
makes
him.
you feel important and makes you feel comfortable, it sounds
Exactly.
like.
Even if you're just somebody from the street who noticed him and you want a picture, it was very nice to see. He's very human,
That's great to
and
hear, man.
it's amazing. Really, I was so surprised for good. Because to be honest, I thought maybe the guy is a jerk. Maybe he thinks of himself that he's like this megastar and he can be a dickhead. I'm sorry for the language, but you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he thought maybe he was like this diva-like personality, right? But he's
exactly,
just
but no,
very like friendly and down to earth. But like you
David,
said,
I'm
he's got
telling
the movie
you,
star
it was
quality in real life.
180 degrees the opposite. Extremely nice guy.
No, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so we tried to close the contract in these 2 weeks that we were there, and it didn't work out. They couldn't manage the deal between themselves. They fought about
The
I think
money.
it was points. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I came to Thailand and I said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have 5% of this company, and he's gonna be a part of it. I'm gonna make it." But no, after 1 week, I understood that it's probably not gonna happen.
So what's your answer? Go fuck yourself.
Of course, JC is surrounded by sharp lawyers that were online with us from America all the time, and it's very hard to come in terms with somebody like that. It didn't work out, but the trip itself, it was a beautiful experience for us. We met a very special guy, and we spent 2 weeks with him,
That's
and
crazy. That's awesome.
yeah, and we remain in touch for until today. Whenever he comes to Israel, he calls me and I show him around. He came a few times, and I took him to Tiberia and all kinds of places here in Israel. And I wish him luck. The guy is very talented, very, very humble, still has the moves. He
Of
showed us
course.
a few times. He showed us. I'm telling you, he's the real deal.
Hey,
Really.
what did he show you? Is he like kicking right in front of your face or something? Or
I
what?
remember one time we went into the elevator. It was in Bangkok, the last day, in the Shangri-La Hotel. We went into the elevator, and he sometimes, he's like joking and making some, like. So we went into the elevator, and suddenly he threw a kick to my belly, like just a joking,
Yeah, sure.
It was so fast I didn't even see it, but he touched me, but he didn't hit me. You understand?
Yeah,
So
sure.
it was like so fast and so accurate. And I looked at Sunny and I said, "Holy shit, it's for real, It's not
Yeah,
only in the movie."
I'm still kicking. I must be on Broadway.
that's
And
cool,
he
man.
always did stuff. And I remember even one time we went to a nightclub in Phuket, and there were Algerian guys over there in the club.
Mhm.
They got drunk, and they were like big guys, like I think one of them was even taking steroids, and they saw JC, and they tried to provoke him.
You Hawk? I said, are you Hawk?
But
Really?
we were around him. Yeah. they tried to provoke him for how do you say
arm wrestling match.
Yeah,
Want to arm wrestle him? Okay.
I got 1,000 that says I could tear your arm off. Want it?
Yeah. Go on.
He's trying to back out.
yeah. They tried to provoke him for, and he went for it.
Really?
He went for it. Yeah, with the big Algerian guy. The guy was, he was pumped. The guy, you could see he was on like taking something, and JC had him. JC had him on the table, and everybody was shocked because he was bigger than JC.
Wait, Van Damme
and
JC
JC
him in arm wrestling? The huge guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody loves a winner. Everyone can see that I am.
Such a cool guy.
Yeah, and I think all the time my friend has the footage of it. We would look for it.
You got
He
footage
asked
of this
us, like,
arm
not
wrestling
to
match?
show it and everything. I think so. Yeah.
Let's go to the videotape.
Opa!
Cruising down the streets inside.
That's insane. That's awesome, man. I mean, he's got big biceps still, right?
Yeah, he's buff.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's-
saying. Like
he's
got
not as big. He's not as big as he used to be, but he's buff and he's lean and he's in great shape.
They
He's
took
in
out
great
that
shape.
Algerian dude. That's awesome, man. It's like a
Insane.
real life
And
over
they-
the top moment.
Yeah, and they were like fans, but because they drank alcohol, I think they wanted to provoke him.
Don't you provoke him, you hear?
It's like they wanted to show, hey, it's Van Damme, let me try and arm wrestle with him. And he went for it, and me and my friend and Sonny, we said, oh my God, what is he doing? It's not, I mean, you're a star, you're a big celebrity. You won't go and arm wrestle with some dude who wants to provoke you, But he went for it and he got the guy and everybody were shocked. It was the end of the evening in Patong, in Phuket, and it was crazy. And that's how the journey ended with him.
Yeah, ends on a high note. He basically over the top arm wrestling match. You get this huge guy. Let me ask you this real quick, Doron. So when you guys are hanging out with Van Damme in Thailand for 2 weeks, does he have like bodyguards follow you guys everywhere, or is he allowed to go by himself?
No, he didn't have bodyguards. He had one guy coming with him, like a personal assistant.
Okay.
That came with him. I forgot the guy's name, but he was all over him. It was like a bodyguard, but he didn't go with bodyguards. He actually, when he walks around, he's going with a hat, with like you,
Okay.
and trying to be like low profile so people won't recognize him.
Sure.
But once we got into that club, people immediately recognize him, and it's like it's like fire in a. It spreads very fast.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does, man.
I remember
Especially-
I was walking. We had a VIP. They put us in the VIP section over there in the club. It was like a second floor. And when I went to the toilet, many people and girls came to me like, "Can you take us to JC?" Like everybody they went crazy over there. He's very popular in Thailand, like insane.
Well, that's because Kickboxer was filmed out there. Did he end up doing his kickboxer dance when you guys were hanging out? Remember that dance in the movie?
No. And they tried to provoke him to do it because when the arm wrestling took place, the DJ, he put that song from that movie, But he was so into the arm wrestling that the dancing was the last thing that he had on his mind.
Wow.
So it was a fun experience, and I had a lot of conversations with him, and the guy is sharp and he's extremely special. And I know people say he's bipolar and this and that. I don't know if it's true, but what I saw that in his intelligence and charisma, he's very unique. It's not like a normal human being. He's very, very smart.
It sounds like
Very
he's
smart.
just really good with people, right? And you need that
Good
to
with
kind of
people.
maneuver through Hollywood, I guess.
Probably, and also very, very intuitive, and has like so he's sitting with this guy, and in like 1 minute he reads the guy and he knows exactly what works on him and what doesn't work for him, and how he gets triggered or not. he catches it very, very instant.
I think he just
and
has
that's
a very high level of emotional intelligence.
exactly, that's
Yeah.
the word that I was looking for. Emotional intelligence, very, very high level of emotional intelligence. I was very surprised, and still am today. You know, the guy is 60 years old and still kicking, still has a career. He did this Netflix movie. He did some bad movies also, but it's amazing for me to see somebody with such a long career. You know, more than 30 years, if I'm not correct, right?
Oh yeah.
30 years.
30,
Yeah.
30, yeah, over 30. That's crazy.
Over 30 years and so many movies, and the guy keeps on punching and making movies and succeeding, and has a huge fan base with millions of fans on social media and tens and maybe hundreds of millions of people who know him. It's a great achievement, you know, and I really appreciate him for that, and everybody who surrounds him for, you know, keeping that brand JCVD.
Yeah, true global international star. Like it doesn't matter where he goes, what continent, what country, like people recognize
Yeah.
him and they love him and they appreciate him. So it's really cool to
Yeah.
hear that he's so nice to the fans. Because honestly, any movie star or celebrity, they're nothing without the fans. The fans are, you know, basically supporting them in whatever way, watching the movies, etc. But yeah, without the fans, they're, you know, nobody's really anything as far as like celebrities go, right? So just to hear that he's so like
Extremely nice.
genuine and appreciative to the fans is like that's so great to hear.
Very like beyond what you expect, and has a special affection for animals also.
Oh yeah, that's what I really like because I'm a huge animal lover, animal rights
Me too.
activist, etc. So, and I know he adopts dogs all around the world and puts them in shelters and adopts them and takes care of them, etc. So that's really, really you know,
Yeah.
nice to hear as well.
Even there in Thailand, I remember everywhere we went and he saw a dog on the street, he was like, you know, he stops and he tries to adopt and take him here and take him there, like crazy in that
Dog gave us, it was given to us by nature to understand friendship, I believe.
Wow.
and yeah, that's him, you know. And he also told me one time that before he got famous, he had a pact with God, you know, like when he was, you know, praying to make it, he said that he's going to use his power to help the animals, you know.
Oh, that's good. What a great guy, man. Like I didn't know
Bro, it was really
yeah, I didn't know I could like
and
any.
really
I didn't know.
and he
Quick, Doron. I didn't know I could like Van Damme even more than I have. But just hearing your personal experience, I mean, you know, we we elevate him. Just not even the celebrity or the, you know, martial art or movie star side, but just the human side. Elevate him, you know, so much higher that aside from like someone like Keanu Reeves, we don't really know how these celebrities are in real life. But to hear like a real human side of them, it's really cool, man.
That's the thing that really surprised me, you know, because as I said before, I was expecting to see, you know, a type of person that I kind of know here in Israel, you know, the people that I know here that are well-known celebrities, you know, but it was a totally different experience. The guy, like you said, is very into the fans and animals and very, you know, humble. Not into showing off with cars and fancy stuff and watches. None of that. Nothing, you know. And he's very capable. I think that JC is very rich. I'm assuming, you know, but not showing off. Nothing. Tries to be always, you know, low profile. The hat is like this. He doesn't want people to recognize him, and when they do, he's extremely nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. The venture with those headphones, it didn't happen, but we did stay in touch. And last time, I think he was in Israel. I went to LA 2 times and I met him, and he came to Israel. And it was a fun experience to take him around here in Israel. Also, he's a huge star. Everybody knows him.
In the next part of the series, we're going to talk about Van Damme's adventure in Israel and the time that Doron tried to get help Menachem Golan and Van Damme reconnect for a possible feature film. All that and more, so make sure to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed so you don't miss that episode.